Just to do a quick market breakdown for what I want to see next week. Starting off the daily time frame, I'm looking at this fair value gap here. Let me just clear everything here. So we have this volume new day opening gap, which we reacted to. Okay. So we have this new week opening gap, and then we came back into that, the consequent encroachment of that, and rejected. We also have this daily order block here. So we had our push lower, and then I was looking at this fair value gap here, and also this new day opening gap. The close of the Monday's candle was here, and the open of the Tuesday's candle was up there. If you look at that, we have that space there. It's a new day opening gap. We traded all the way up there. Yes, we went past it, but then we came back, closed inside this fair value gap here. So so that's our daily fair value gap low. And then we have our daily fair value gap high. We came back, we closed in there. So I wanna see if tomorrow or this coming week we can have like a push lower. Obviously coming, this is the most obvious low. We also have this, we also have that. So I wanna see if we can push lower, come for this low. And then obviously the low resistance that we had on the far Fabili gap, on the far time frame, all these lows here, that's low resistance. And if we do come for these lows here, we're obviously gonna come for this one here. So on the dollar index, that's what I'm looking at. I wanna see bearish prices for the coming week. We can get a trade into this, but I wanna see if we can leave this open. If we leave this open, then we definitely gonna have a nice push lower. We treat this as a breakaway gap and we just keep pushing lower from this one. That would be nice. But yeah, the dollar index, I'm looking at bearish prices. So Nasdaq and USDT gold, Euro USD, I want to see bullish prices. So let's take a look at what's going on here. This was that move that I shared on Instagram, the previous trade, the buys from here, where we swept this low inside the fair value gap. We have a 1 hour fair value gap here, and then we have a total sweep of that. We have an SMT, and then if you go on the 1 minute, there's a change in state here. There's a 5 minute fair value gap, and we have nice highs here and nice highs there. That's why we took buys. So what I'm looking at right now, let me clear all this. So I'm looking at this order block here. We have a daily order block, daily order block, and then we also have another order block here. So this is actually like a proportion block. We had a nice close up of this candle. I'm treating this the same way I would trade the 1 minute or the 5 minute. We have a nice close above this candle here. I'll treat that as a order block. And then we have another order block here, which is a proportion block. But yeah, we have a nice close above that. I wanna see if we can get like a, let me go to the last time frame. I wanna see if we can get something like a open, and then we get a low inside this, and then something like that. So I wanna see us trade lower into this, open, low, and then high close. So that's what I'm looking at here. Let me see if we have any. We do have these two down close candles. We have a nice close above that. Yeah, that's a nice level there. I would expect bullish prices, but I wanna see a bit more structure because we don't have any levels we can target above there. So I'm gonna let price play out a bit here, but I'm gonna be bullish here because on the dollar index, I'm bearish. So I'm gonna be looking for buys here. Same thing as on gold. We had a reaction from this order block here, pushing lower. So I wanna see if we take out these lows and then if we can continue pushing higher. On gold, I'm looking to see something like this. I wanna see if we can sweep this or maybe also these. And then if I can get like a something like this. I wanna see us sweep this lows. Because if you look at this price, we couldn't come and take out this high because we still have stop losses resting below here. Imagine now people who take trades maybe here because they saw a support level. We didn't take out stop loss, the stops below this low. So they trailing their stop. Trailing stops again here. Continues pushing higher, they trailing stops here. So now we couldn't go until that because we still have those stops that we haven't taken. So I wanna see if we can come either trade below this and then expect my SMT uh inverse and my push higher because this is the high time frame. So I will want to see like an inverse, or at least I want to see it build some sort of structure. Like maybe if we sweep here and then we have an inverse and then we treat this as an order block and then we push into that and then maybe we have a fair value gap, then yeah, that will be my confluences for the buys. But if I can see an SMT inverse, that'll be cool. I want to just trade below that and this low, and then I'll be bullish. So Euro USD pushed until that high I spoke about on the previous video. I'm still expecting us to continue pushing higher for these and that overall high. So let's see what levels we can actually push from. We already came into this order block here. We have an SMT. Uh, so this high, these highs here, this is all low resistance because we didn't have a sweep of them. Like so this high, and then I wanna see this high get taken, and then that's my overall high that I wanna see get taken. Order block SMT. Let's see on the lower time frame if we have like a inverse or something. But looking based off of the 4 hour, we can already see here that we have this. If we have a nice close above this candle, that'll be enough for us to look for a pullback in here. And then we'll be looking for trades on the 5 minute or the 1 minute. We have a nice close above that. And then so we have our SMT here, that low, and this one, that's our SMT. And then we have a displacement above this order block. We have a close above this, and then we displaced a bit, came back in. So inside that, that was a 15-minute. Yeah, the 15-minute order block. So for our confirmation, we can find an inverse, you can find an SMT. We have an SMT here. And then we have these consecutive candles, that's your order block or change in state. And then we also have this fair value gap here. So those are the levels that you could have gotten an entry from. But this is the same thing I'm gonna do after we close above this candle that I showed you guys here. Exactly that, what I did on that from that 15-minute order block. That's what I wanna see happen if we close above, if we have a nice close above this candle here. So that's what I'll be monitoring. So yeah, that's my bias for this coming week. I wanna see a nice push higher coming for these highs. That's my overall buy side. For Nasdaq, I wanna see it build a bit more structure, but I'm also bullish here. We have a nice close above these candles. I wanna see it build more structure because there's no like level that we could be targeting here unless we use like standard deviation. But yeah, we have that order block. We have another order block inside there. And then from that, we had started seeing this push here. We rebalanced price here. And that fair value gap continued pushing. But yeah, we have all these highs here. This is all low resistance. And then we have this high. But I wanna see us build more structure. We'll see what's going on here during the London session tomorrow. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, comment what you wanna see in the next video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.